Hello, Aquarius. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting June 16th, 2025. Aquarius, my water bearers. I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. You know I appreciate you. The deck that I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals. Just want to shuffle up the deck real good and cleanse the energies from dawn. Capricorn's messages for the week, and we shall begin with Aquarius messages. Okay, so what is the energy that Aquarius has to look forward to this week? What is the energy surrounding Aquarius for the week ahead? Energies for my water bearers. All right, Aquarius, let's cut the deck and begin your messages for the week. And Aquarius, we're going to start off with the first card for you, and we start off with our own energy, the star card. So you know when the star shows up here, your own energy, right? This reading here, no matter what follows that star, this should turn out to be a very powerful, exciting week for some of you that I'm reading for, some of my water bearers that I'm reading for, because this card is all about feeling hopeful, feeling wishful, feeling definitely grateful and thankful as well at you, right? So, you know, what you're hoping for, wishing for, praying for may come to you. Anything related to, social media, social networking could be having to experience any types of energies when it comes to your own psychic energy. So it could be expansion or development. You could meet somebody famous when the star card is present in your spread. Focusing only on one or two things this week, however, Aquarius will help you be more settled or centered, and not feeling like the stars that are scattered in the heavens, because that's still energy. You don't want to feel like you're here, there, and everywhere. So I feel that this is going to be an exciting week for some of the Aquarians that I'm reading for. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope it comes true. Next up is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is the card of an offering. So it's for those Aquarians who may be in committed partnerships as we speak. You're getting out of that relationship and that what you are putting in. He holds the chalice in his hands. That's an offering. So it could be for any Aquarius a new job offer, or it could be a new romantic partnership because it follows the star card. So maybe, someone links up or hooks up with someone through social media and, begins a new romantic relationship. That's the possibility. Okay. Knight of Cups. Next up, we got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles here. You're juggling two things, Aquarius. It could be two jobs, could be two thought processes. Could be just receiving a small pay raise, or you're going through your finances this week trying to balance your checkbook. Minor energy, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Up next, now we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands usually comes in to assist you. I usually call that attention to family members, friends, romantic partners. Could be just coming in here, helping you, assist you. It mirrors over here to the Knight of Cups, which is another court card. So yeah, it could be just, whatever it is that you may need help with. They'll come in very quickly and assist you, and then they exit just as quickly. But the presence of the Knight of Wands in your spread, especially because it mirrors over here to that Knight of Cups, could indicate of how fast a new romantic partnership takes form. It could be a platonic friendship, or as well as a business partnership. Still on its own, you're moving towards something that is positive, right? Things are intensifying, building up again. It could, be a relationship, whatever that energy may be. Okay, Two of Pentacles in the middle could be an interest in two people, but not really sure which one to settle in with or which one to begin dating. That could be what I'm seeing here. His court card, he could definitely express himself in a sexual way. It's usually positive. That is your Knight of Wands. Things heating up, building up, intensifying, becoming more passionate. Then we have the Page of Swords. Whoa. Now, the Page of Swords mirrors over here to the Star card. And if you've been with me long enough and you've happened to get the Page of Swords, which represents your own energy, I always say that There's somebody new on the horizon that could be interested in you, checking you out through what? Social media, right? So, of course, if we get the Seven of Cups or the Moon, this person may come forward to let their intentions known. This could be a coworker, Aquarius. This could be a neighbor. This could be a friend. All right, and the friend could be, brewing up some sort of feelings and whatnot, unbeknownst to you, but they may be just, lurking in the background for now, hiding their feelings because they're, you know, not ready to reveal them, their feelings for you, their intentions. This is first actions and first moves. And I also to assign just, information, social information, however you collect your news, gather your news, whether it's on social media, on TV, reading the newspaper. All right. So that's just information coming through. All right. Following that, now we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is socializing. So celebrations, it could be birthdays, anniversaries, spent quality time with family members, friends, romantic partners, and some of that time could be spent eating out at restaurants or diners. I always get that. Up next, now we have the Five of Wands. Okay, not to worry here because I always say it's the projection of energy that may come onto you from others, right? Underneath that Knight of Cups, there could be some sort of disagreement going on with romantic partners, but doesn't spell a breakup or a split. Just have a difference of opinion. And again, this is your reading, so I say it's the projection of energy. Don't get yourself involved in any petty fights or arguments, whether they're family members, friends, or romantic partners, because trust me when I tell you this, it's what's going on with them and got nothing to do with you. They're just trying to draw you into their energy. If it does occur and it happens very quickly, just ignore it or avoid it. Don't add anything to that energy, and it will go away just as quickly as it's come forth. Also, too, if it's not that energy, Aquarius, for you, then it could be that there is a moment of restlessness, and that moment of restlessness could take place throughout any day of the week at any time, but it's still not going to last too long, and it shall pass. Up next, now we have the one of the two cards. There's two love. No, there's two. Yeah, two of cups in this deck here. I almost said two lovers. So this one here says make love, not war. So again, going back to the Knight of Cups, and I said this is for those Aquarians specifically who are already in committed partnerships. You're getting out of that relationship, what you're putting in, spending quality time. Underneath the Two of Pentacles, there's that interest that there could be some Aquarius that I'm reading for that has their eyes set on two people, okay? And you're just not sure which one that you want to begin dating or move forward with. This could be the first invitation out on a date. And of course, like the Knight of Cups, specifically, the Two of Cups can form and bring together new romantic partners. Up next, now we have the major arcana, the Tower. Not to despair here. You're the second sign that has received the Tower. The Tower is always about shocking and devastating news. Okay, so I don't try to, limit the energy of the tower because first and foremost it's uncontrollable. We can't control what the tower is going to express, and so since we don't know, I always suggest to you not to get yourself involved in any petty fights or arguments with anyone because it will turn out to be pretty nasty. But still on its own, it still will represent our weather, earthquakes, anything that's going on right now. And I've been lately because of what's been happening in the country. I've been throwing, like the deportations, ICE containments, and all that crazy shit. That's the tower expressing itself. So let me throw a clarifier on that tower. I really shouldn't because, like I said before, we don't know how the tower is going to express itself, and it may not. Just because it's in your spread, it's not something that's going to personally affect you, right? But the tower here, along with your own energy, the star card, definitely would represent to me that we will hear about someone very famous passing away. Now, it could be a female, could be a male in any capacity that is like, worldly. So it could be sports. It could be someone, an actor or an actress, a singer. Could be a dancer. It could be, like I said, male or female. And it could be not just one news of a passing. It could be a couple. Okay, so there's an expectation of hearing, and I think another sign has received the same thing. And I said that we're going to hear about someone very, very famous passing away, and it already has happened as I was doing the reading, and that was I came across. I think it was Sly Stone. If anyone is familiar with Sly Stone and his music, uh, I remember him, in my childhood and everything. So he passed away at 82. So we're going to hear more. Okay. So anyway, why is this tower here for Aquarius? Why did it show up? So we can't control it, but you do have your own energy that's going to taper down the energy of the tower. And remember from the beginning, I said, doesn't matter what follows your own energy here. Nothing is going to sort of like wreak havoc on you this week. Maybe just things that you hear that, and then of course we have a person that's over top of this tower, so that could be some sort of significance. Now we have another person, the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel that we're going to now whether or not these people that I'm talking about, male or female, that are very famous, that are worldly and world known and stuff like that, or, if they're fire sign energies, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but I wouldn't be too surprised. Now, because the King of Wands is on the tower, I feel that it could be we hear a passing of a world leader. Yeah, it could be a world leader that we hear of a passing. What we will see. All right. All right, so the next card up for you, Aquarius, is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, we're going to more or less finish off with, and that's rapid energy coming in very, very fast to put a smile on your face. Could be some form of a surprise. This is my communication card. So, again, effective communication. Anything that you need to get out and express to others, they will receive it well. And any communication that comes to you from them, you will receive it well. Some of you guys may be traveling this week. If you are, you're going to be safe to and from. The good news may arrive via an actual person, because we've got several people here, or it could actually be a phone call that you receive. It could be something that you receive in the mail, something that you may have ordered online in terms of expecting some sort of packages, like from Amazon or wherever you shop. It could be that the good news comes to you via a text message. So don't be too surprised here. But anyway, that is the Eight of Wands. Always something coming in very, very fast, normally approaching you with some sort of happiness. All right. All right, so I've chosen to use another deck to throw additional cards here. So I do apologize because these particular cards here are being done under black light, right? So the cards are illuminated and they come out very clear and bright. But these cards here, you may not be able to see it. It's just my Lenovo deck. It's only 20 cards here. You don't read these cards in reverse. At least I don't. And you can read these cards, single format, or if you throw several cards, you can create a story or a scenario. But we'll see. Okay, so additional messages here for you, Aquarius. And we're going to begin. And I do apologize if you can't see these cards here too well because of the dark light being on. All right, so the it's just the number 4, and it's the anchor in this deck. Okay, anchor represents a couple things here. It represents, for some of you, a form of stability in some area. It also could represent your home. But it also could represent, Aquarius, that there may be something going on with you related to you having to be stuck with something involving your past. That's what that anchor represents, that you're stuck in the past about something, whatever that could be. Next card up is the moon. The moon is like the major arcana of the moon in the tarot. So there's some sort of changes happening or occurring for you. Possibly this week, still a cycle of energy is moving away from you. Um, a new cycle is about to begin. Making sure that you are putting a check on your emotions, and because this moon still has a tendency to be tricky. And then also too, secrets and revelations. So I'm attached this page of swords up here because we did receive the moon. So this person here that may have an interest, that may be checking you out through social media, may be coming forward. Maybe someone that you've been communicating with via social, media. And maybe, because you have the support of the Knight of Cups as well as the Two of Cups, that, either you make a move or they're going to make a move. There's somebody new here. There's somebody new here romantically for my Aquarius that I'm reading for. Also to the moon, paying attention to your intuition, Aquarius, right? Making sure that you're trusting yourself. Changes for some Aquarius that I'm reading for may involve some sort of emotional stuff in your home, or the emotions attached to whatever it is that may be keeping you stuck in the past. Okay. Or maybe it's old emotions that you can't seem to get or move forward beyond. See how you read these cards? Now we have the number 18. This is the clouds in this deck. Clouds always represents Aquarius. If I said Aries before, I'm sorry. Aquarius, confusion, uncertainty. It could be doubts, and also too, there could be a touch of fear. So whatever that could be for you, it is here. It all may be connected to the moon. It may be connected to the anchor as well. Some sort of confusion, uncertainty, fears, or doubts could be, or you could be just, I think in terms of the dark, the clouds over your head and stuff like that. But it might be just something specific that you're confused about this week, or that you're becoming, uncertain about. Last card is the last card is the clover. So that's lucky. That's luck. So you got luck, also the clover in this particular deck means could mean many sexual relationships, right? Or lucky, being in luck. Also too could represent it could represent someone's sexuality, bisexuality. Three of I want to say three. It's not the three of, it's the damn clover. Clover represents that energy, luck, someone's sexuality, whether bisexuality, multiple sex partners, lucky in having sex, represents three. So think of three. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Aquarius. I thought it was fun just to throw these cards in here to give you additional messages. But keep in mind, it's just me interpreting these cards for you. Take what's going to work for you, Aquarius. Leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Aquarius. And I'll talk to you real soon. Ciao.